Hello dear students, here I am going to discuss chapter number 1 part 3, that is rational numbers, and this is revision part and exercise 1D. In previous part we have discussed exercise 1B and 1C, and in this part we are going to discuss exercise 1D. And here the question number 1. Find each of the following products. Here some questions are given and we have to find the product of these numbers. Now question number first. 3 by 5 multiplied by minus 7 by 8. So simply we have to multiply 3 into minus 7. So here we can write 3 into minus 7 divided by, and denominator is 5 and 8. So it simply multiply that 5 into 8. So here we can write 5 into 8. Now 3 into minus 7. So 3 7 is 21 and this becomes minus 21 divided by 5 8 is 40. So this is 40. Now minus 21 upon 40 is the answer. It's very simple. Simply we have to multiply both the numerators 3 into minus 7 divided by both the denominator 5 into 8. Similarly, question number second. There are two numbers are given, minus 9 by 2 and 5 by 4, and we have to multiply it. So first of all, multiply the numerator of the numbers, both the numbers. So minus 9 into 5 divided by 2 into 4. So 9 5 is 45, that is minus 45 divided by 2 4 is 8. Now this is the answer. Similarly, question number third. Here the two numbers is given, minus 6 upon 11 and the second number is minus 5 upon 3. So again we have to multiply both the numerators with each other. So minus 6 multiplied by minus 5 divided by, here we have to multiply both the denominator. So 11 and 3, there are two denominators, so multiply it, 11 into 3. Now minus 6 into minus 5, that becomes plus, minus into minus, that becomes plus. So 6 5 is 30, so this is plus 30 divided by 11 3 is 33, so this is 33. Now this is the answer, and it's very simple. Now question number 2. Verify each of the following. Here questions are given. First question, 3 by 7 multiplied by minus 5 by 9 equals to minus 5 by 9 into 3 by 7. Now here the equal signs are present in between the two parts, and the first part is LHS left hand side part and the second part is RHS right hand side part. Now the equal sign are present in between them. So here first we have to take LHS part and solve it. So 3 by 7 into minus 5 by 9. This is LHS part. So just solve it. 3 into minus 5. 3 5 is 15. So it becomes minus 15 divided by 7 into 9. 7 9 is 63. Now minus 15 upon 63. Here we can divide both the numerator and denominator by 3. So 3 5 is 15 and 3 2 is 6, 3 1 is 3. So this is minus 5 upon 21. This is LHS. Now here we have to take RHS part and solve it. So RHS part is minus 5 by 9 multiply by 3 by 7. Now again we have to multiply both the numerator with each other and both the denominator with each other. So 5 3s are 15, so this is minus 15 divided by 9 7s are 63. Again we can divide both the numerator and denominator by 3, so 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3, so this is minus 5 upon 21. Now LHS is minus 5 upon 21 and RHS is also minus 5 upon 21. So here LHS equals to RHS. And it is verified. Now this equation is correct because LHS equal to RHS and it is verified. Now question number 2. By same process we have to do this question. First of all, take LHS part first. So the LHS part is minus 12 upon 5 multiplied by 7 upon minus 36. This is equal sign and this is LHS part and this is RHS part. Here I am taking LHS part. So minus minus cancel out and just multiply it. 12 7s are 84 and 5 into 36. So 5 6 are 30, 0 carry 3, 5 3 are 15 plus 3 that is 18. Now if we divide by 2 here, that is 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18 and 0. Again divide by 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, this is 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10. Now we can divide by 3, that is 3 7s are 21 and 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. Now the 7 by 15, this is 7 and this is 15. So 7 by 15 is the complete solution of LHS part, that is 7 upon 15. Now the next step we have to take RHS part. So RHS is 7 upon minus 36 multiplied by minus 12 upon 5. So just write it, 7 upon minus 36 multiplied by minus 12 upon 5 and minus is cancel out. Just multiply it. 7 into 12 that is 84. 36 into 5 that is 5 6 are 30, 0 carry 3, 5 3 are 15, 18. Again we have to divide it. Here we have to divide by 2, so 2 9 are 18, 0, 2 4 are 2 2 are 4. Again we have to divide by 2, that is 2 4 are 8, 2 5 are 10, 2 2 are 4, 2 1 are 2. Again we can divide by 3, so 3 7 are 21, 3 1 are 3, 3 5 are 15. Now this is 7 upon 15 and the LHS is also 7 upon 15 and RHS is 7 upon 15. Now the LHS equals to RHS. Both are equal. Left hand side and right hand side both are equal. So this is verified. Now these are the complete solution of question number 2. Now question number 3. Verify each of the following. The next question is given here. This is equal sign and this part is LHS part, left hand side part, and this is RHS part, right hand side part. Now here we have to take first LHS part and solve it. So just write it, 5 by 7 multiply by 12 by 13 bracket close, 7 upon 18. Now solve it. 12 5 ja 60 divided by 7 into 13, that is 91 multiply by 7 upon 18. Now again we can divide by 60 and 18. Both are divided by 6, So 6 3 is 18, 6 1 is 0. Now 7 and 91. Just cancel it. 7 1 is 7. Carry 2, 21. 7 3 is 21. Now 10 is here, divided by 13 into 3. That is 3 3 is 9, 3 1 is 3. 10 upon 39. Now LHS is 10 upon 39. Similarly, we have to take RHS here and write it. This is RHS part. So 5 by 7 multiply by 12 upon 13, 7 upon 18. Now solve it. 5 by 7 multiply by 12 7 ja 84, 13 into 8, 18. Now this is 13 into 18, 7 and 84. It will be cancelled out. So 7 1 is 7, carry 1, 14, 7 2 is 14. Now 12 and 18 we can divide by 6, 6 2 is 12, 6 3 is 18. Again here we can write 5 into 2, that is 10, and 13 into 3, that is 39. Now 10 by 39. RHS is 10 upon 39. And LHS is also 10 upon 39. So here we can write LHS equals to RHS, and it is verified. This equation is correct because LHS equals to RHS. It is verified here. So now to question number 4. Fill in the blanks. Here question is given minus 23 upon 17 into 18 upon 35 equals to 18 upon 35 into fill in the blanks. Now we know that what is commutative property. We know commutative law. A into B equals to B into A. This is commutative law. Commutative property. So here A is minus 23 upon 17. Now first of all we are going to discuss what is commutative property. Here A is a rational number multiplied by B is a second rational number. If A into B equals to here B into A. Now if you multiply A into B, this equals to multiply by B by A. So this is the commutative property. Here the commutative property is applied here. A is minus 23 upon 17. B is 18 upon 35. This equals to B is 18 upon 35, which is written here, into A. So what is A here? Minus 23 upon 17. So here we can write minus 23 upon 17. Now this is the answer, and this is from the commutative property. Now the next question, that is 15 upon 7 into minus 21 upon 10 into minus 5 by 6 equals to dash into minus 21 upon 10 into minus 5 by 6. Now we know associative property. So what is associative property? A into B into C equals to A into B into C. Now there are three rational numbers. Let's suppose the three rational numbers are A, B and C. If we multiply A into in bracket B into C, this equals to, here I am taking first two numbers in bracket, so A, B, it comes in one bracket, A into B into C. This is associative property. So in this question, this property is applied here. So A is minus, so A into B, that is minus 15 upon 7 into minus 21 upon 10. So A is here 15 upon 7 and B is minus 21 upon 10 into C. So C is minus 5 upon 6. this equals to a into b into c. So a, what is a here? A is 15 upon 7. So here we can write 15 upon 7 as the place of a, multiply by b into c. So b is minus 21 upon 10 into c is minus 5 upon 6, so written here. So by the associative property, this fill in the blanks fill by 15 upon 7. Now this is the answer. It's very simple. Now the next question, that is question number 5. Find the multiplicative inverse of these numbers, and this is also called reciprocal. Now we know that what is multiplicative inverse or reciprocal? Simply just let's suppose the question is given 13 upon 25. Numerator is 13 here and denominator is 25 here. We have to just exchange these numbers. Denominator becomes numerator and numerator becomes denominator. So this is simply multiplicative inverse. So here 25 is denominator, we can write as a numerator 25, and then divided by 13 is numerator, we can write as a denominator. So 25 and 35. So just reciprocal of this, just exchange the numbers. Numerator becomes denominator and denominator becomes numerator. Now this is answer. This is multiplicative inverse, or you can say reciprocal. Now similarly, minus 17 upon 12. So the multiplicative inverse of this number is minus 12 upon 17. Just exchange the number. Now this is the answer. Similarly, question number 3, minus 7 upon 24, it becomes 24 upon minus 7. So we can write 24 upon minus 7. Here minus goes at the numerator. Similarly, question number 4, 18, we can write 18 upon 1 here. We can write. Now, the reciprocal is 1 upon 18. This is answer. Similarly, question number 5, minus 16 is written here. So here we can write minus 16 divided by 1. So the reciprocal is 1 upon 16, and this is minus. Now this is the answer. It's very simple. Now the next question is question number 6. Find the value of these numbers, which is given. First question, 5 by 8 to the power minus 1. Second question, minus 4 upon 9 to the power minus 1. So here the minus 1 power is raised to all the numbers. So we know that the property, that is a to the power minus 1 equals to 1 upon a. This property is applied here. A is any number, and if a to the power minus 1, we can write 1 upon a simply. And here the minus sign are removed. Now question number 1. How can we solve this? Just apply this formula. 5 by 8 to the power minus 1. So simply we can write 5 to the power minus 1 upon 8 to the power minus 1. So if we have here, we have to remove minus 1 power. So a to the power minus 1 equals to 1 upon a. Now if we want to remove this power minus 1, we have to just reciprocal this number. So 5 to the power minus 1. So here we can write 1 upon 5 divided by a to the power minus 1. So here we can write 1 upon 8. Now this is 1 upon 5, 1 by 8, that becomes 8 upon 5. Now this is the answer. It's very simple. Now question number 2. Minus 4 upon 9 to the power minus 1. Directly we can solve this question by just reciprocal it. Minus 4 by 9 to the power minus 1. So here we have to remove minus 1 power. So just reciprocal it, that minus 4 upon 9, it becomes minus 9 by 4. This is the answer. Minus 4 goes to the denominator and 9 goes to the numerator. Now this is the answer. Now question number 3rd, minus 7 to the power minus 1. Here we can write minus 7 upon 1 to the power minus 1. It can simply we can write. Now for removing power minus 1, just reciprocal it, that becomes minus 1 upon 7. This is the answer. Now question number 4, 1 upon minus 3 power minus 1. So the reciprocal of 1 upon minus 3 is minus 1 upon minus 3 upon 1. So here we can write directly minus 3. This is the answer. Now it's very simple. Question number 7. The next question is verify. Question is given here. So again we have to do same thing. Just first we have to take LHS part. So this is LHS part and this is RHS part. So just write it 3 by 7, 5 by 6 plus 12 by 13. Solve it. 3 by 7, 5 by 6 plus 12 by 13. So just take LCM. So this is 6 into 13. 6 and 6 cancel out. 15 into 13. This is 65. 13 cancel out. 6 into 12. 72. Now 3 by 7 multiply by 5 plus 2, that is 7. 6 plus 6, 12, 13. 16 to 13. Now simply we can divide by 3 to the 6. So here we can write 137 divided by 7 into 13 into 2, that is 26. So here we can write 137 upon 7 into 26, that is 182. This is LHS. Now similarly we have to take RHS part. So 3 by 7 multiply by 5 by 6 plus 3 by 7, 12 by 13. Just solve it. 5 3 is 15, 7 6 is 42 plus 36, 3 into 12, that is 36, 7 into 13, 91. Now again, if we solve this by taking LCM of 42 and 91, it becomes 137 upon 182. Now this is RHS part. So LHS is 137 upon 182 and RHS is also 137 upon 182. So LHS equals to RHS, and this is verified. It's very simple. Now question number 8. Name the property of multiplication illustrated by each of the following statement. Here some statements are given and we have to find which property is used here. So the question number 1, minus 15 upon 8 into minus 12 upon 7 equals to minus 12 upon 7 into minus 15 upon 8. So here we can see first number, here it goes as a second number and second number goes as a first number. So this is simply commutative property. We know that. What is commutative property? A into B. If there are two numbers A and B, A is multiplied by B, then this is equals to B into A. Now this property is used where A equals to minus 15 by 8 and B equals to minus 12 by 7. Equals to, here B is minus 12 by 7 into A is minus 15 upon 8. Now this is commutative property. So in question number 1, commutative property used. Now question number 2. Let's suppose this is first number, this is second number, and this is third number. This is A, this is B, this is C. So here we can write A into B into C equals to, again, minus 2 by 3, that is A. So this is minus 2 by 3. So here we can write A into 7 by 9, that is B. So this is B into minus 9 by 5, that is C. So here this is C. So this property is, we know that this is associative property. Because this is associative property, and these questions, this statement are in this form. Simply we can see here. That's why it's an associative property. Now question number 3. Let's suppose this is A into this is B plus this is C equals to, A is minus 3 by 4, so this is minus 3 by 4. So this is A into minus 5 by 6 is B. So minus 5 by C, A into B, plus minus 3 by 4, this is A. So we can write here, this is A into 7 by 8. So 7 by 8 is C here. So this is C. So this is A into B plus C, and if we expand this, then it becomes A into B. So this is A into B plus A into C. So plus A into C. So this is simply, we can see here, this is distributive property. Distributive property. Now question number 4. Minus 16 upon 9 into 1 equals to 1 into minus 16 upon 9. So here 1 is multiplied by, in both the numbers, that is minus 16 upon 9 is multiplied by 1. Again this equals to 1 into minus 16 upon 9. Simply the number is multiplied by 1. This equals to minus 16 upon 9. So simply we know that if the number is multiplied by 1, for changing their place, so this is multiplicative identity. You know that? So this is multiplicative identity. Now this is complete solution of exercise 1D, and thank you so much. In next part we will discuss the next exercise. Thank you so much, students.